Okay, so this is the second of several videos. Good idea to watch video one as it kind of starts at a starting place, etc. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to extract the project we just created. So I'm going to actually type 24 in the search column because it was project 24, and you'll see PostTrans will actually read that into the sheet. So now we can edit some of those values. So I can simply change maybe a few hours, or maybe we've got one of the designers we're going to apply. So I just move the cursor and press, press space and tab away, and that uses our in-cell searching to fill in the additional values. It looks like this project window, which is open in the background, keeps popping up. So you can see there we've kind of edited three lines in our existing project. So now I'm just going to press the import button, and we should see that PostTrans, after warning me all the little rules that apply, let's press the OK button, and you can see now that it's effectively scanned the spreadsheet and detected any rows that have changed. So I altered a few quantities, a few additional values, and I would just press the post transaction button, and you can see it's now updated 4 records, meaning the 4 lines we've just altered. Now if I scroll back up, we can see now they've been designated as updated, and I do believe if we went into the system, let's go into the project 24. Okay, so there we've got it side by side. So I believe we changed designer. So that's in phase 1. We assigned this designer, and again on the second item within phase 1. And also I think we changed a couple of the values, yeah, the 12 and the 13 on phase 3 plastering. So there's 12 and 13. So that correctly updated Sage 200. Okay, so now let's copy a project. So all I'm going to do, let's just close that Sage window, and let's clear down the spreadsheet. So that clears down the spreadsheet, that clear button there. I'm just going to pull up again project 24, which will now be extracted to our PostTrans template. And in order to create a new project from that existing project, all I need to do is type X into the project code, and that then tells PostTrans that we're going to create a new project. Now, of course, I could add phases before posting and things, and alter all the structure, etc. Let's just take out, I'm just going to take out a few project items. But the principle is much the same. We can edit it all, get it all ready, and then we just simply press the import button to bring in that new project. And like I say, it was designated as a new project because of the X in the project code. So you can see here it says new project posting into my demonstration company with version control. That's just the title of my Sage company, but it's telling me which company I'm pushing it into Sage, and there's the project title. Of course, I probably would have changed the project title along with many other values. So I simply press post transaction, and now we've just created project 25 with 24 lines in its project structure. I know it's project 25 because it's been designated and written back to my code there. Let's just go back into Sage and get the two on screen side by side. So this was basically, I removed part of the phases, but you can see there we've got phase 1, 2 and 3. So that all agrees. So that shows you how quick and easy it is to just take a existing project and edit it slightly and post it back into Sage. Okay, so let's take that another step further. Yeah, so we typed in there 24 and searched for a single job. Now, project. I have a spreadsheet here with, look, 4 little numbers on it. Imagine I want to pull out project 8, 12, 14 and 15. I can just highlight that, copy to the clipboard, Then I can go back to my structure template and I can just simply paste that into my template. Now, when I press extract on the PostTrans toolbar, PostTrans will detect the fact that there's more than one value in that list and offer the option of pulling out all of those projects with that number. So it's just asking me there, do I want to pull from that list my projects? And I answer yes. And now the status is just slightly off the screen. And now we can see we've got project 8, 11, 13, and 15 in my sheet. And of course now I can edit them and press the import button and update all of those projects all in one go. Indeed, let's take that another step further. If we go to the extract button again, and of course this time the list, having extracted the list, PostTrans deletes it, so there's no list there now. So I'm going to go extract, and now we can see we've got some criteria. So we can pull out an individual project from a template, which is very much the same as using that search column, and all projects for a particular customer, or with status, or created in the last X amount of days. There's also an option here to extract projects only, and that ignores the phases and all the other gubbins below each project. Okay, so now we can see PostTrans is now extracting the project structures from Sage 200 for account ABB01 Abbey Retail. And we can see there it says it's read and written 114 records. So of course that includes the top project and all the project structure phases and project items and any sub-projects within those. So let's OK that. And so we can see there we've got project 14, we've got the customer. And of course I could change that customer. I can change the quantity allotted and the unit cost. I could easily go into tags and add sales order number or quoted figure. But in this, we're just going to go down and we're just going to change some of these budgeted hours. So I'm just going to go down. So that's changed project 17. Let's just scroll down and work on project 19. So we can simply go down and change a few of these hours or quantities, depending on what type of project items they are. And the last two projects, I think this is project 2028 and etc. So effectively there we've just changed, I think, or edited a bunch of projects. I think there was 5 in total. So now if I press import, PostTrans will scan down the sheet, just warning me about how the whole system works. Scan down the sheet looking for changes. So the first change it's found is in project 17. If you remember, we altered 2 project items, the quantity against those 2 project items. This is the budgeted costs. So I can at this point cancel all changes or post the update. So I'm just going to post the update. So now PostTrans has now read the second project, which is project 19. And again, we had 2 changes. But this time, I'm happy with everything I've done, really. So I'm going to tick Don't Ask Again. Now, PostTrans now, for the entire session, will not ask this summary. It will basically do a straight import straight away as soon as I press import. So now I'm going to press post transaction. You'll see it now scoot down and it will update several projects in one operation, and it's marked each updated line with updated in column A. So let's just scroll back up to the top and you can see there project 17, we edited those 2 lines there, so it's put updated against those. And on the second line, second project in, which I think was project 19, again 2 lines were updated. So I think we can see if we wanted to make bulk edits to a whole series of projects for one individual customer, it's pretty easy to do. And of course you can add phases and project items to those projects also.